Hey guys, Jonathan Kewen here. I just want to share with you my experience losing all our video because of this corrupt memory card and how we got it back. We recently took a trip to Cuba where we took tons of video and photo, and we picked up this memory card just before the trip. We picked up a few of these. What happens is our camera records to 2 memory cards at once for photos and 1 card for video. So I decided to write all the video to this brand new card, and we recorded the entire trip, a bunch of video, a lot of photos. We didn't back them up on our trip. It's good practice to back up your photos and video on the trip in case something happens to your camera, but we didn't bring a laptop or anything to back up our footage or photos. So we didn't have any problems with the card on our trip. We didn't have any problems taking video or viewing the photos or even transferring some to our phones. So I took the card out of the camera, put it in the computer to back it up, and this is what popped up. So basically, what happened is this card is corrupt and you can't view any of the photos. You can't even open the card on the computer. It just wants me to format it to basically start over. And this problem is more common than you think. Like, memory cards fail all the time. And if it hasn't happened to you yet, if you're not here watching this video because it happened to you, it's gonna happen to you in the future. So continue watching this video because hopefully there's some useful information for you. I'm gonna share with you what we did to recover the video files. Remember, we record to 2 memory cards at once, so we had all the photos from our trip, which was great, but we spent a lot of time recording video clips for our memories and stuff, and they were all gone because they were all on only this card, not the other card. The first step, the first most important thing is if you ever format a memory card or if you ever put one in your computer and it just doesn't work, stop using that card. Don't write any more files to it. Let me explain a little bit about memory cards. When you format a memory card, you're not actually erasing the memory card. Or if you delete pictures, you're not actually deleting them. You're just deleting the folder structure. It's kind of like deleting an index from the back of a textbook. It doesn't mean the content's not in the textbook. It just means it's harder to find. So the first thing we did was we pulled that memory card out, put it in the computer, and we started downloading a bunch of recovery softwares. There's a whole bunch of different programs online for recovering lost files from memory cards or hard drives. Some are better than others. I downloaded a bunch and tried them out. Many of them have like a free trial, so you can kind of see what files you get back, but you have to pay to actually pull all your files off. I ended up going with Stellar Data Recovery. I'll link to it below. It was the only one that actually worked for me. I ran a few different things. I even ran a free one that pulled every file off the memory card, and the video files were kind of split into 2, and you had to like open a hex editor, and like it was a disaster. Stellar Info was the only one that actually worked, and I was able to recover usable files from it. So I'm just going to show you how that works. So this software works for Mac. There's also a PC version. I'm sure they're both pretty similar. I'm just going to show you what it's like on Mac. First thing that happens when you put in a corrupt memory card is it warns you that it's corrupt and asks you to initialize it. Don't initialize it, hit ignore, and then open up Stellar Phoenix Data Recovery. This application is super easy to use. It's really straightforward. I'm just going to recover everything from my card and delete what I don't need. So first thing you do is you find your SD card. In this case, mine says can't find volume. That's because my file structure is messed up. If you formatted your card by accident, it probably won't look like this, but you'll still be able to get your data back. So I'm going to hit scan. There's an untitled logical volume here, but there's also another volume that it hasn't found yet. So I'm just going to go up to the card reader itself and look for different volumes. And there you go. You can see there's my lost volume with tons of data on it. So that's basically it. It's going to just search through your SD card. Right now it's searching my lost volume. It takes a little while, but it's totally worth the wait. All right, so process complete. I'm going to scan that volume. And there it goes. It just starts scanning your files. This part's pretty quick after it's found your lost volume. And so it found 1,479 files in 5 folders with 80 gigabytes worth of data that's recoverable. Check it out, there's my files. Got these movie files, I've got my raw files. Just hit recover, select a destination, and there you go. It just churns away and recovers all your files. So that's it. You can see it recovered almost all my files. It's a couple of them didn't work out, but I'm totally okay with that. Again, something happened to my memory card, it's corrupt. If you just formatted your card, there's a good chance you'll get everything back. I'm super pumped to get those files back. I honestly thought we were gonna lose all those files. This app was, I can't remember how much it cost, but it was totally worth the price. Again, you can just download a trial of it and see if your card's recoverable. And then if it is, you can just purchase it and it's totally worth it. Again, link is in description. Try it out. It's totally worth getting your files back, especially on a trip where you're probably not going to ever go back. But hopefully this video helped you with recovering lost files from a damaged memory card or a card you formatted. Honestly, this software was a lifesaver. Ew, yellow. This video was useful to you, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or if this has happened to you, leave me something in the comments. I'd love to hear about it and maybe I can get back to you if you have any questions. Till next time.